The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, Season 1 being done, and having enjoyed watching the extended edition of the first Lord of the Rings movie, Fellowship of the Ring, so much, I decided that I wanted to go and keep the extended edition viewings going. Today I'll be watching the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers extended edition. I'm excited to see this movie again. Again, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I enjoy the stuff, but I don't go back and watch these super frequently. But from what I remember, and from what I think the internet agrees on, I think this is the best of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and that's like saying this is the best of fantastic movie trilogy. Like, I know these are really good movies, but I think this one is the best. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and watch it. I might stop every now and then and give some thoughts and comments on it. But let's see, is it worth watching the nearly 4-hour extended edition of Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers? Oh my god, I just love Andy Serkis as Gollum. I know I'm not saying anything innovative or new or unheard of before, but he's just so good. I'm 14 minutes into this movie, and I'm already like, damn. He's so good. Both Frodo and Samwise are great along the journey, clearly on the same team right now. Some disagreement, especially about what to do with Gollum, but I love the little moment between them with the box of spices that Sam kept from the Shire. A little piece of home on their trek to Mordor, the one place they don't want to go, but the one place that they must. Gimli is so funny throughout this. I'm an hour in now, and just Gimli, dwarves are not meant for cross-country. Sprints, yes, but cross-country, that's a terrible Gimli impression, but he's just so running around, just like, I can't keep up. Why are we running? Please, I haven't eaten or stopped. Or in the forest, this filthy, putrid the trees grown. I mean, lovely. He's so funny. I love him. And then the return of Gandalf the White, who originally identifies himself as Saruman, or what Saruman should have been. I've never read the books, the Silmarillion, all of that stuff. I read The Hobbit a while ago, but otherwise I haven't read the books. So I don't know too much about the wizards in Middle-earth and their lore, but that's a little weird to me, and also the fact that Gandalf says that each day was an entire lifetime, and he forgot for a second that he was called Gandalf until Aragorn calls him Gandalf, and he's like, Gandalf? Yes, that's what they called me, Gandalf the Grey. Well, I guess now I'm Gandalf the White. But, and I guess mild spoilers for season 1 of The Rings of Power, but that makes me wonder if what they're going for the Meteor Man, the stranger, the mystery dude who's with the Harfoots, I wonder if he's Gandalf, but not Gandalf first arriving to Middle-earth, Gandalf in the period of time between the Fellowship of the Rings and the Two Towers. For him, lifetimes passed, he went through a rebirth, essentially. I wonder if this is part of that, or maybe there's something that I am forgetting or don't know about that would preclude that from a possibility, but has me wondering. But overall, I mean, I'm enjoying this all so far. There are some good scenes, both action set pieces, scenes with the hobbits, both Merry and Pippin, and Sam and Frodo with Gollum. Gollum! It's been about an hour since I last stopped and filmed. I'm about an hour and 52 minutes in now. And this last hour has definitely been the period of time where I can most tell, oh yeah, I'm watching the extended edition. Not that I'm not enjoying it, but there's a lot of lingering on scenes that definitely in a theatrical cut you would trim out, maybe cut some scenes entirely, especially Merry and Pippin fighting over the water that maybe made them grow a little bit and burp in tree language. I don't think that's necessary for the theatrical cut. Again, I'm enjoying it, but it's definitely a lot of not much happening. But again, when you go into the extended edition, that's kind of what you should expect. Stuff to be extended. I am enjoying the things. Again, Gimli is hilarious, falling off the horse and going, "It's alright, no one panic, that was on purpose." Bro, they didn't have to make Gimli so funny the whole time. The wargs charging in the battle, the warg charging at Gimli, "Bring your pretty face to my axe." Legolas killing the warg. Gimli going, "Oh, that one counts as mine." Why? You didn't touch it. It doesn't count as yours. What are you talking about? And the first warg he kills lands on top of him. He starts pushing it off. An orc goes over the thing to kill him. He snaps its neck. It's another thing on top of him. So now he's pushing both of them. And another warg. He doesn't kill this one. Aragorn kills it while he's going by, but now he's got 2 wargs and an orc on top of him. This poor, tiny man is buried. He just wants to kill things. Let him kill things in peace. Yep. That's a long movie. The fight sequences were great. The action, obviously incredible. A lot of back and forth, and oh, the heroes are doing it. Oh my goodness, it's how are they possibly going to do it? Oh look, they're being saved at the last moment. Good stuff. Goes on for a while. I gotta say, I took a bathroom break during the fight, and as I was on my way back, I was like, oof, maybe the extended edition on this one just isn't really worth it. It's kind of dragging. And then soon after is the moment where Frodo goes up and almost hands the ring to the Nazgul, which is a beautiful shot, by the way. But then Sam tackles him, they go down the stairs, and Frodo pulls the sword up onto Sam's neck, and he goes, "Don't you recognize your Sam?" As Frodo is really snapped back into reality that, yeah, the ring has been corrupting him, which he knows that it has been, but he can't help the fact that it is. And then the speech given by Sam over top both their predicament as he's trying to reach the goodness back in Frodo, the final stretch of the battle for Helm's Deep, and the Ents marching on Isengard. Beautiful way to wrap it all up together. At that speech, I was like, okay, I'm back in this. Yeah, you were kind of losing me a little bit. Felt like it was going on for a little too long, but you've got me right back again. Yes, this movie has some dark moments as darkness is growing in this world. That is a bright and lovely world, and that is why people love it so much, is because it's not dark and depressing. It is a beautiful fantasy setting. So seeing it in such darkness for such a long stretch of time over this movie, yeah, I was kind of affected. I was like, oof, man, dark, but it's not. It's got an underlying bit of hope, and it's showing this darkness that will make overcoming it even stronger in the final installment, Return of the King. The speech by Sam was great, and then as they were at the very end of the movie going through the woods to the path that leads to Mordor, and Sam and Frodo are talking about how people will talk of their story in the future. Oh, how brave was Frodo to carry the ring. Oh, well, what about Samwise the Brave? The moment where they both stopped and were just looking at each other, I was here chanting, kiss, 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 because come on. Come on. The gay energy was through the roof. Through the roof. If one of them was a woman, they would have kissed. So don't tell me that there's not a romance going on there. Look at your Samwise, Frodo. Your Samwise. Don't you know you're Samwise? They're gay. I love them. And I'm excited to see the finale, seeing them save Middle-earth in Return of the King. But for a middle chapter, especially, it's hard to do a middle chapter in a story. It can feel pretty inconsequential. Not inconsequential, but like it's not really starting somewhere and it's not really ending somewhere. But this movie did a really good job of, yes, there's definitely more that needs to be overcome. The bad guys were not defeated forever, but we had these major victories over them that will carry us, that have carried us for what we have been fighting for now, and will hopefully lead us to victory in the future. So it's a very well done movie. I don't know if going back to rewatch it, I would watch through the extended edition again. I didn't. The pacing felt a little dragged out to me, but still a very good movie. None of the scenes weren't enjoyable. It's just that there was a lot to get through to get to payoff. So those are my thoughts on the Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers extended edition. I don't know that it's worth the extension for me, but I'm happy that the scenes are out there. I'm glad that I saw it. So I had a good time watching it. Don't know if I will be watching the extended edition for some time to come, but those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope you have a good week.